Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne and this is my channel Blessings for the Bards. For today's video, I'm just doing a small refresh on the kids' bedroom. So originally the kids have bunk beds. I have 3 kids, Jalen, Jordan, and Gianna. Jalen is 8, Jordan is 7, and Gianna is 4. And since we live in a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, Jordan, Jalen, and Gianna share a room. And originally they were sharing a bunk bed because Gianna would just sleep with me and my husband. But now we wanted to add 3 beds into the room. I was contemplating getting a triple bunk bed, but the only thing about that was I couldn't decide where I wanted to lay each one. Like, I'm kind of scared of bunk beds. Even though I've never witnessed a bunk bed collapse, I always feel like if I put my kids in it, then it would just like collapse or something like that. So I couldn't decide who I would want to put on the bottom bunk, who I would want to put in the middle, because I was like, if something happens, then I don't want my baby to be on the bottom, but then I don't want my baby to be in the middle. So then I just decided to get them 3 separate beds. So of course the bunk beds would have freed up a ton of space in their room and made their room big enough for them to do tons of stuff in and stuff. But even though the 3 beds don't make it very spacious, I'm still totally fine with that. It's a bedroom. The bedroom is meant for them to relax and go to sleep and stuff like that. So I'm just totally fine with getting rid of the bunk bed and not having as much space up in there. They have other areas in the house where they're able to play and do whatever they got to do. But I'm trying to also like simplify their room. And so I'm taking down this bunk bed that we had. I actually gave it to my sister-in-law and they were able to put it together and use it for their kids. But I am super excited. So basically all I'm going to be doing in the first half of this video is just showing you guys how I get everything taken down and get everything moved around. The kids did help a ton in this video. I am super grateful for their help with all of the stuff with the bunk beds. They were super excited to help, super excited to build their beds. And so I'm thankful that my kids love to help, and I'm thankful that I'm willing to put them to work so that they can help me and so that we can get it done faster. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. You guys know that typically my husband has no problem helping me get any of this stuff done, doesn't have any problem helping me take down the bunk beds or build up the new beds. But this particular day, we had church earlier in the day and my husband wasn't able to go to work. So he was going to go to work after we got home from church. So I decided to just go ahead and take this stuff down, and then he went to work. I actually sometimes prefer it this way. Like, growing up, my mom was, a single mom, and anytime she needed furniture or a desk or nightstands or different stuff like that, she always used to build it herself. So I just over time learned how to build stuff myself. And so when it comes to taking stuff down, putting stuff up and all that kind of stuff, I am the girl to go to. I do not mind taking it down. I do not mind putting it up, building it. I feel like I just like to do that. So I totally didn't mind him going to work. I was able to get it done. And like I said, the kids helped me a lot, especially with stuff like this, like removing all the bunk bed pieces out of the room. The kids helped so much in this area. So I basically ended up getting them 3 beds from Amazon, and I got them the bed frames. And at the time I only had 2 twin mattresses, so I had to order Gianna a separate mattress. But I got the bed frames, and they're just like simple bed frames. But what I do like about these ones is that they do have this little attachment to stop the mattress from falling off the bed. So that's something that I really did like about these bed frames. But you're gonna see the kids helping me get it together. After we get all this stuff moved out of the room, I need to clean the room, vacuum up stuff, and then we're gonna start putting the beds together. I feel like the first bed took me the longest because I had to unscrew because I made a couple of mistakes. But once I understood what mistakes I made, it made going through the process for the other 2 beds super quick and simple. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So now that I've finished vacuuming up the space, it is now time for me to start getting the beds ready. So I'm just going to do them, of course, one by one. And these beds were pretty easy to put together. I'll try to remember to link them down in my description because I really like the beds. The kids really like the beds. My husband really like the beds, so I'll just share them in my description or something so that in case you like the beds, you can look into them as well. But they were pretty easy to put together. I would say the first one was a little bit harder because I had poles turned the wrong way and different things like that, so I had to unscrew. But then when I got to the second bed, I was able to remember which way the poles were supposed to go, so it was like a lot easier. And then also it was really easy too because, again, like I said, the kids helped a lot. Like in certain spots, I had them put screws so that I can come around and drill them. I had them put the little things on. So they were helping a lot and we were able to get it done really fast. I really feel like I was able to make maybe all 3 beds within like maybe an hour, maybe just a little bit over an hour, but it was super duper quick. And I would have to say that it is definitely because they helped a lot. I feel like even though I let them use the drill and stuff, they didn't really slow me down at all. I feel like they were doing great. So that was a big help. And it was mostly Jordan and Jalen who helped, mostly Jordan, but Jalen helped a little bit. And then as you can see, Gianna is just in the view of the camera playing with the box and doing her thing. But the beds came out nice and I really liked them. as you can see, I finally was able to put together all the beds. Now I'm just moving over their desk and stuff. So on this particular day, Gianna's mattress had not come in the mail today. So Gianna's bed is just without a mattress for a little while. And then Jordan and Jalen, they have their stuff on their bed, but I actually ordered them new bedding for their beds. Right now, I'm going to remove this dresser out of their room. So originally, when I took the dresser out of the room, I pushed it into my room, but it was just too big for the area that I wanted it. So I just ended up putting it in their closet. And I did put the TV on this desk, but the next day, which I don't think I recorded it, but the next day, we had got one of the TV wall mounts. So we took the TV off the stand and hung it on the wall above this desk. So in this room there are 3 desks. One is for, of course, Jordan, one is for Jalen, one is for Gianna. And so above Jalen's desk is the TV, and then I plan on putting 2 mirrors above Jordan and Gianna's desk. And I wish you could see the room in person, because like on video it makes the room look really small, but in person the kids still have so much space. But I'll try to get good angles to show you like that they still do have like a ton of space to, you know, do whatever they do. I have desks in their room because they like to color, they like to draw, they do their schoolwork at their desk and different stuff like that. But this is a few days later. I decided, like, you know, the kids didn't have headboards on their bed, and honestly, headboards by themselves are like $70 a piece, and I have 3 kids, so that's pretty expensive. So I was telling my husband, like, maybe I should just paint the wall, like the lower half of the wall. And I already had ordered the girls pink comforters, and I ordered Jalen a gray comforter. So I was looking online to see what color goes well with pink and gray, and it said that this green color goes good with it. So that's why we ended up doing the green. We were doing this painter's tape, and we could not tell whether it was the line was straight or the line was crooked. When we finished painting it, it appeared that we painted it straight, but still, who knows? Like, I was like, oh my goodness, we need to get one of those little levelers that you can stick to the wall and it puts the line straight across or something, because it was the hardest thing ever trying to figure out whether or not this line was straight. So we did end up getting paint from Walmart, and we found the prettiest green color. And so we're just going ahead and opening it now. And then my husband's gonna do most of the painting, and then I'm just going to touch up on some areas. And while he's doing some painting, the kids are gonna eat lunch, and then they're going to do like a painting to go above their bed. And so those paintings came out super duper cute. I'm excited that they made them to go above their bed, because I did want to have like wall art above their bed, but I wasn't really sure what kind. So since Gianna and Jordan had pink bedding and the wall was going to be green and Jalen had gray, Jordan and Gianna made their picture like pink, gray, and green with a little bit of yellow. And then Jalen made his like green, gray, and yellow. And so all of their pictures came out really good. So it was super exciting.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, so as you can see, the kids are doing their little paintings, and I think they are coming out like little pieces of art. They look so cute. Look at those. They are so cute, and they're gonna look so amazing above their bed. I was super excited. So look at this. I'm taking off the painter's tape, and listen, spare me the drama. I'm going to patch up those holes. Just spare me the drama, okay? I'm gonna patch them up. But yeah, the paint came out super duper nice. It wasn't completely dry. I didn't have patience, so I just started peeling off the painter's tape right away. Once it dry, of course, the paint looks more even, but like I said, I was super excited, so I wanted to get it taken off. And then even at this point, the paint wasn't super duper dry, but I still wanted to add the pictures to the wall. So I was trying to measure it out so that it would be easier for me to like level them. So I just cut 3 strips of painter's tape the same length, and then hung the pictures on the wall like that. And yeah, I love how their room is starting to come out. I love how it looks once I get the bedding and stuff. I'm gonna again try to show you guys from different angles, but I really like it. I know ideally people would have probably gotten their kids bunk beds so that they can have a ton of space, but me personally, I like the 3 beds, and I like that each of them have their own bed. And you'll see I even got little nightstands, because you could see that there's not a lot of space in between each bed, but I found nightstands that were perfect enough to fit right there in that space. And the nightstands had like plugs so that they could plug in like their tablet and stuff like that. And so I really like it. At night when they're asleep, they could either watch something on the big TV in their room all together, or if they don't want to watch something on the big TV all together, like Jordan and Gianna on their tablet, they have Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, PBS Kids, and all that kind of stuff. And they can just watch something in their bed on their tablet. But look at the little pictures above their bed. Like, look at Gianna's. It looks so cute. And even Jalen's look really nice. I like how they all look really different. But I love how the pictures turned out. So at this point, I had just gotten home from church, and the bedding and everything, it came pretty late. So now that I'm home, I'm just going to go ahead and make the nightstands. These are the nightstands that I were talking about. They fit perfectly in the area, and they also have the little plug-ins so that they can have their tablets plugged up, or anything that needs to be plugged up. Like even if they want to have a lamp on their nightstand and have it plugged up, they can do that as well. They'll have a place to like sit their cups, and so it just works really good. It's kind of like Gianna has her own nightstand, Jordan has her own nightstand, and then Jalen uses both of their nightstands, so he has like 2. But it's really nice. I really like how their room is coming out. By the end of this video, their room is not going to be fully done, but the majority of the stuff is done, like getting the beds, getting the blankets, getting the wall painted, getting the pictures hung up. The only thing is that there's the other side of the wall. We're not planning on painting that side of the wall, but we are planning on figuring out what we can do to that wall, but we just haven't really decided yet, so we just don't really know. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I hope that you like how everything turned out. I absolutely loved how everything turned out, and I'm just so excited to be able to do this for my kids. I feel like their room looks a lot more minimal, which I think is great for them. It doesn't overstimulate them. It's not going to get super messy and stuff. So I think that things will go well. So I'm super grateful to God for being able to provide for us this. I'm really thankful to God for being able to allow us to do this for our children, to make over their room. Nothing was really wrong with their room at first, but they did only have a bunk bed, one which like had 2 beds, and then Gianna's also there. So being able to have the 3rd bed is really, really nice. And then being able to also help my sister-in-law and my brother out by giving them the bunk bed was really nice as well. All right, guys, so this is the after of their rooms so far. So everything is set up pretty much on this wall. They do have the other walls that I want to try to get everything set up more, but here you can see that they have tons of room left up in their room so to be able to do stuff in. So I'm excited about that. It didn't take up all their room. I know on the camera it sometimes looks small depending on the angle, but for the most part it's super duper spacious. I'm gonna insert some pictures because when I do the video makes it look smaller, but the pictures show you what it really looks like in reality. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is the little desk or the stands that I got to go in between their beds, and I absolutely love it.